This is Lizzie. She is Gabby Gale #2 by Claire Taylor, painted by Claire Taylor. She is a silicone baby. I wanted to come on and start off by showing you these are some of the type of babies that I collect, and they are lifelike dolls, and a lot of questions are asked, as in, why do I collect them? Do I have real children? How old am I? Why do I still play with dolls at my age? What's the purpose of this? Do I make them? Do I sell them? Why do we come on YouTube? Why did I become a YouTuber? And how does my family and my friends relate to this? Does this confuse my daughter? How, of course, like, how do my children feel about it? How do I handle this in dating scenes? All of those questions I want to answer for you today in this video. So if you would, grab a seat and let's chat. Hey guys, so I wanted to come on today and just tell you guys why I became a YouTuber. The main reason was because I wanted to do box openings and share videos like this. I originally just wanted to do the plain box openings, and then after doing about 20 of those, I became a little bored with the traditional way, and I started thinking of ways to do other ways of introducing the baby for the first time. And it just became really fun. And then I had my, first bad experience, and I came on and I said, oh my gosh, it was eBay, and I went, oh my god, guys, guess what happened to me? Blah, 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 blah. And this particular instance, I think the eBayer, I don't know, just like deleted their account and vanished or something. So people really seemed to like that, and they were like, no, tell us, blah, blah, blah. And I would get private messages and people saying, I like when you do the, your opinionated videos and such. So at that point, I realized that people really like the conversational type videos. So I started chatting more. And my videos just went from, oh, let me do a box opening, to let me tell you how my day went. And that's really what got me to being a YouTuber. I first started out like everybody else with 0 subscribers, and then when I first got my first 5 and 10 and 20, I was like, oh my god, somebody's watching me. I remember not wanting to keep doing them after a while, because I was like, gosh, I'm only get like 3 views, like nobody's watching. And another YouTuber in the community said, no, keep making your videos. People will watch, you just keep making your videos. Because I didn't want to just be making videos and nobody's watching it, But, just like they said, she said, people just started to watch more. And I used to come on and just talk, and then I saw a video, and I think it was Maria, and she said, be careful about showing your face on the internet and blah 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 blah. And then I got scared, so then I started doing the waist down.
I'm here with Baby J, and I'm going to do the first action change for you guys.
So I started doing it. I wanted to do the changing videos, and I wanted you guys to see what I was so badly desperate, wanted you guys to see every doll that I collect. I wanted you to be able to see every intricate detail of the doll, like I was seeing it in person. So I would always try to get a close up on my my babies, and try to get the best lighting for you guys and stuff. And it just became like I just got so more and more. I just kept wanting to do more and more and more, and it was just like an outlet for me. I would go into my video mode, and all of a sudden all the stress, the worries, everything else that I was thinking about before I start recording, I didn't think about it during that time. Rather, it was 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes that I was relaxed. So I enjoyed being a YouTuber. And like I said, I was just so new, you know. And you have less people watching, of course, so you have less negative comments, less, you know, interaction. And because I became that person that would share my experiences and my views and stuff, people would reach out to me and ask me questions. Have you ever experienced this? What about that? And I bought from so many artists. After a while, people would ask me, I want to get a baby from so and so and so. Did you like your baby from them? And yeah, you know, blah 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 blah. You know, they do really great on hands and feet. You know, that type of stuff. You know how it goes. And so being a YouTuber for me was, number one, sharing my babies. Number two, sharing my experiences. And number three, it was just an outlet for me. Like, just really an outlet for me. But then things changed. This is where things began to change. As my subscriber number went up, so went more interaction, so went more negative comments, so went with more, you know, private messages, more comments to follow. Things got really real as my subscribers grew. And I really didn't think about it much in the beginning, to be honest. I just, you know, kept trying to keep up with the comments and keep up with my PMs, because people message me on YouTube and Facebook, and I try to respond back to people and get back to people. And it really didn't bother me as much, but then the negative part poured in. And at first it wasn't personal, so you know, so here it started out, it wasn't a personal thing. When I would see negative comments, it would be like, oh my god, this crazy lady is playing with dolls, or oh my god, you're stupid, that baby looks dead. You know, it was stuff like that. It wasn't personal, like, you know, hey Serenity, you suck, you know, hey Serenity, you're a liar, or I hate your videos and stuff like that. That came later, not at now. That's where I'm at now. The other part came around 2,000, 5,000 subscribers. Well, no, I'll say maybe about 10,000 subscribers. I started getting that type stuff, and then it became personal when I hit over 20,000 subscribers. And as I always say, I'm not anywhere near being the biggest YouTuber. I'm not even, in fact, I think I'm on the really small scale compared to a lot of the people out here. So I would try to break up the some of the seriousness, and I would do stupid stuff like this.
Okay. So I'm in labor, and he's coming outside to do a water birth, and so I decided to do this at home with the midwife.
And I would do these videos, and then I would look back at them and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so stupid. And I think when I made this video, the initial comments was like, oh my gosh, this is great, this is funny. And then I had, like, right off the bat, I had a few who said, you went too far, you did too much. And so I basically, as a YouTuber, been known to do too much. You're going too far. Rather it's being too opinionated or role playing too far. Like, who gets in the bathtub and push out a doll? I don't. And I did it several times. So, My kids could not even keep the camera still on that video. They were laughing so hard. I had 3 cameras rolling at the same time. All of them had their phones recording, and I had to take the one that had the least amount of giggles in the background. They thought it was hilarious. They was like, "Mom, you're crazy." So that answers the next question. How do my kids feel about me with my dolls and the role playing and the videos? At first they were like, okay, those look a little creepy. They look really real. And then they went to, ooh, waiting for the box open. Let me see that one. Oh, that one's cute. Oh, that one ain't cute. Ooh, that one, you need to send that one back. You know, they would stuff like that. And then it got to, oh my gosh, another baby. And then it went to, oh gosh, she's doing a video. And they would tiptoe around when I'm doing my videos. But other than that, it was just like, great, Mom's doing a video. She got her dolls. Hey, let's go to the mall. We ain't got to worry about her, you know, bothering us right now. You know, they were okay because my kids never went without because I was buying dolls. They were teenagers at the time when I started buying dolls. Not to say that someone can't when they have younger children, because apparently I have a younger baby now and I'm still collecting, but I've slowed down because of that too. I guess it just depends on your financial status and so on and so forth, your resources. So I'm just wanting to share my journey with you as a YouTuber, and that way also I can, you know, document this, and you know, maybe one day when I no longer do videos, I'll have all these videos to go back and just recap and my guy didn't know about the extent of role play that I was doing originally, but at one point he was like, man, the babies can wear the same outfits, they don't need that many clothes. That was mainly his thing at first, and then he realized that I thrift stove shop a lot and stuff like that, and then it became like, oh great, you know, how to, you know, he's like, you know, it's better that you're getting stuff on sale and stuff like that. And about that, one point I felt guilty about buying stuff from like Once Upon a Child. I'm like, oh my god, I'm taking from a real baby. And then my guy put things into perspective. He was like, well, you would be wasting a lot more money. You would be wasting a lot more money if you went to a regular store. I prefer you to go to thrift stores. So anyway, I used to share my hobby with some of my family members because they knew that I was always a doll collector. And these little hands are about to fall off. I might as well just take them off. They always knew that I always collected dolls from since I can remember. I can't remember not collecting dolls. That's how long I've been collecting dolls. And they were okay, you know, with it. They thought, okay, yeah, this is normal for her. And, you know, I've always been that child that done something different anyway. Sorry, I just let me get this up a little bit. So I've always been that child that done something different anyway. I never did everything that everybody else did. I was always, you know, the odd one in the bunch, you know. I always had my difference in opinions, or, you know, I always stepped outside of the box. I didn't mind going against the crowd. Never been a follower, never. However, they were, like I said, were cool with it, and then all of a sudden they began to ask prices. And as they began to ask prices, I didn't tell them at first, but then it became this point where they said, gosh, you must be spending a lot of money on the dolls. So then I started getting comments like, oh, well, you know, you have your baby cousin here, or your baby, this baby, that baby, that you can just blow money on it instead of blowing it on your dolls if that's what you want to do. And I found that a little bit offensive. I had a few choice words. As you guys know, I'm opinionated on those type comments. And then there were comments from friends of the family that, oh my gosh, she must be want a real baby so bad. She's collecting all these baby dolls that look like real babies. And I had to address a few of them. And then it got to the point where I did share the amount with someone close to me. I'm not going to say who. I prefer to leave that part out. And it got to the point where they were okay with it, but when they were in a bad spot financially, it seemed to bother them that I was getting a new baby, because it was like, I guess maybe I could have given them that money to help them. I don't know, but I got to the point where I stopped sharing my hobby with my family and friends outside of the doll community for the most part. And it was mainly not so much of the fact that I kept collect the dolls, it was more so of the money. I think a lot of times people are selfish and they think, wow, if she could spend that much money on dolls, she could be buying me gifts, or she could be doing this for me. It's not about what makes you happy or what you can do for yourself. And so I stopped, you know, sharing my hobby with my family and friends. And but at some point I did realize that I did have a problem with buying dolls. I always spent money, you know, recirculated. I would buy to sell eventually when I got to where I had bought so many. I didn't spend bill money. You know, I had my bill money here and I had my doll money here. And if I worked overtime, or I didn't go get my nails done for 6 months and did my hair myself, or didn't, you know, and did my nails and stuff myself, I did that stuff so that I can fund my hobby. Keep in mind, my kids were up in age, teenage, and I didn't have a little baby that need constantly. So my money was kind of free to do whatever. I'm not a person that buy like designer clothes and shoes and purses and stuff. So my money was pretty free. But it always seemed to be more of an issue of the money with family and friends when they find out how much we spend on the dolls. And then of course at one point my mom did tell me, she said, you know, everybody has a hobby. My mom collects very exquisite pieces of jewelry and very expensive jewelry. And when I was younger, she tried to put that on me. She would buy me all types of jewelry and bracelets and rings and everything. And I never wanted to wear that type of stuff. And she realized that it would always end up in her jewelry box. So she kind of left that alone. So she told me, she said, listen, my thing is that, you know, some people say I spend too much on jewelry. If dolls is it for you, then that's what it is. She's like, you don't need to explain anything to anyone. You don't owe anybody an explanation. And sometimes when we're out and people are like, oh yeah, that's your daughter that collected dolls. How much of those dolls cost? Before I even answer, my mom will just intervene and be like, hey, she don't discuss the price of the dolls. I mean, if you are interested in them, she'll tell you where you could go find them. But she don't tell anyone how much she spent on her dolls. And I never even have to answer because my mom becomes so defensive on that. My mom has actually collected a few herself that I've given her. That's a whole nother story. She become attached to my collection as well. I have one baby Paris Mia Moore that is a forever baby, but also my guy always check on that one to make sure that one is not sold. So I think it's his personal favorite. Dating and playing with dolls is no different than, you know, dating and them having a car fetish where they collect all types of cars, or they collect football caps, or, you know, whatever, or, you know, or they may have bad habits. Maybe they, you know, they get the hiccups when they get nervous. I don't know. You know, my thing is that when I'm having a rough moment, I go change a doll. I mean, what's the harm in that? So I don't try to hide who I am. And I know that we're on social media, and we all have, well, some of us have, you know, professional jobs and stuff, and we have to be a little bit of, you know, cautious on that if you're in a position where it may affect your way of living. I can understand that, certainly for those that don't put their, you know, face on camera. But for the most part, it's just a hobby. And sometimes when I get rude comments today, I don't give a long spiel sometimes. I just say, it's a hobby. I don't mean to be rude, but I mean, you're playing with a doll that looks like it's dead. Wait a minute, I thought you said you didn't mean to be rude. It looks blah, 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 but I'm not trying to be rude, but why are you doing this? And when I get those type of comments, I say, it's just a hobby. Because with some people, they'll never understand.